really enjoyed the sound of the bowling ball if you strike it with your hand over top of the holes. I wanted to create a piece of music with it, and I've been thinking about ways of incorporating it into pieces of acoustic music with string quartets or other percussion-related things, and I could never get the balance I wanted to because it's actually a pretty quiet sound. I wanted a more variety of sound, and so the electronics allowed me to do that. So I figured out how to write an electronic program that would listen to me playing the bowling ball and react accordingly. I've always been kind of fascinated with the idea of space and space travel, and I was inspired by a webcomic called XKCD, which did a series of what-if questions. I kind of took that idea and I thought about, okay, what about this bowling ball, this kind of sphere, which is kind of like a celestial object, and if that bowling ball traveled at a certain speed, just upwards and out of our atmosphere, out of our universe, what would it interact with? And so throughout the piece, you'll hear things like GPS coordinates and things like that. The thought kind of originating in my brain. And then as it travels, it gets farther and farther away from Earth. It encounters clouds and atmosphere. You start hearing water droplets, things like that. Then it keeps going farther. It starts encountering ice from Pluto and things like that. It encounters radio waves that we as humans have broadcast out into the space. And so it kind of chronicles that journey. And as it just kind of leaves our atmosphere. Why a bowling ball? And usually my answer is, why not? I don't like the idea of restricting musical instruments to the violin, the viola, and whatever else, guitar. To me, anything can be a musical instrument. And so I've always been fascinated with creating musical sounds or just interesting sounds out of everyday objects. I try to have fun with these things and try not to take myself too seriously. It's a bowling ball after all. It's not anything real serious. It's hard to be serious when you get a bowling ball in your lap and making sounds with it. Anything can be music. Don't let society kind of restrict your concept of what music is. All sound has potential for music, and so just go with it.